As we just talked about, taxpayers across the globe have shelled out billions to pay for bank bailouts. And in the UK, they've also shelled out millions in expenses for members of parliament. It all adds up to more scrutiny about the cost of funding the lifestyle of royalty in Britain and elsewhere in Europe. Paul George reports.
They enjoy a gilded existence and a lavish lifestyle, one which cost each man, woman and child in the UK 69 pence last year. Not much, but at 5% more than 2007, it was the most expensive in history. And it came just as the credit crisis crunched and the public finances moved from prosperity to austerity.
Just down the road from here in 1649, the executioner's axe fell on the neck of Charles I. Now, nobody is suggesting regicide these days, but couldn't we just, well, cut the top off costs a little?
I think many people do love the royal family, and I think many people see the immediate royal family as a legitimate expense. Unfortunately, some members of the royal family are very profligate with taxpayers' money, and we simply don't know what our money's going on. So what we need from the royals is more transparency so that taxpayers can go online, see how their money's being spent, and decide for themselves if they're getting value for that money, and which members of the royal family might need a slap across the wrist.
The British royal family is the most expensive in Europe, but the Dutch royal family is reckoned to be second, with 4 official residences and 350 staff. And, let's face it, they aren't the reason tourists go to Amsterdam.
Tourists want to know that there's someone living in that building. At the moment, she's not in because it's the Union Jack. We won't tell them that. But yes, they are a big pool. They're the consistency in terms of tourism coming to the UK.
In Spain, glamour reigns, but it doesn't come cheap. Princess Letizia has a choice of 8 palaces in which to keep her collection of Armani and Gucci clothes and Jimmy Choo shoes. The older generation does do cheap. Queen Sophia has been known to travel Ryanair. The Belgian royals may be forced to fly discount. Lawmakers want to cut the family's €12 million a year. They have 11 residences, 3 of them abroad. Meanwhile, in Britain, the Queen is asking for a raise and will probably get it. She is the Queen after all.
But the parliamentary axes are out. Now, while the kings and queens of Europe will probably be all right, it's highly unlikely that the dukes and duchesses, the earls and countesses, will escape entirely unscathed. Paul George, Bloomberg News.
Well, it's a big earnings day here in the U.S.